In the world of WWE, it's not just strength, skill, and personality that define a wrestler's appeal. There's another factor that can turn them into an unforgettable icon: masculine charm. It's the perfect blend of a powerful appearance, captivating presence, and confident charisma. From legendary figures with a cold, rugged gaze to modern stars exuding a refined, magnetic allure, each has a way of keeping fans' eyes locked on them. Let's take a look at the 15 most masculine and strikingly handsome wrestlers in WWE history. Number 15. Roode, the irresistible, ravishing gentleman. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, WWE witnessed the rise of a man who drew both admiration and envy from fans worldwide: ravishing Roode. Born Richard Irwin Roode, he stepped into the ring with the confidence of someone who knew he possessed not only the physique but also an undeniable charm. Every appearance brought an eruption from the crowd, fueled not just by his wrestling ability, but by an aura of pure self-assurance. Roode boasted a physique worthy of a Greek sculpture: chiseled muscles, broad shoulders, a tapered waist, and nearly perfect proportions. His piercing gaze, sly half-smile, and proud stance made him the embodiment of masculinity for his era. Adding to his allure was his trademark mustache and flowing wavy hair that gave him a rebellious bad boy appeal, captivating legions of female fans. Inside the ring, he often sported vibrant, skin-tight tights printed with the faces or bodies of his opponents, a bold choice that showcased not only his style but also a level of confidence bordering on defiance. When it came to wrestling, Roode was the perfect blend of raw strength and classic in-ring technique. He controlled the pace of a match with precision, seizing every opportunity to punish his opponent while taunting the audience. His finishing move, the Roode Awakening, a sharp, decisive neckbreaker, was the ultimate display of cold efficiency. His legendary bouts against the Ultimate Warrior and Jake, the Snake Roberts, cemented his status as one of WWE's premier performers. Beyond capturing the Intercontinental Championship, Roode left an indelible legacy as a symbol of unapologetic masculinity in professional wrestling. He paved the way for a new kind of character, confident, seductive, and just a touch arrogant, that many future wrestlers would emulate. Ravishing Roode wasn't just an athlete, he was the embodiment of magnetic male charisma, turning every entrance into an unforgettable performance. Number 14. Tito Santana, the proud matador gentleman. From the late 1970s through the 1990s, the name Tito Santana was synonymous with a polished, resilient competitor who embodied masculine grace. Born Merced Solis, he became known worldwide under the moniker El Matador, a persona inspired by the proud tradition of Spanish bullfighting. Every time he stepped into the ring, Tito carried himself with the poise of a refined gentleman, yet beneath that calm exterior was the heart of a determined warrior. With a solid, well-defined physique, powerful muscles, and an impressive height, Tito Santana radiated a natural strength. His kind yet determined face, paired with a warm smile, made him both approachable and commanding. His colorful ring attire, reminiscent of a matador's outfit, not only reflected his cultural heritage but also set him apart from the many WWE superstars of his era. Inside the squared circle, Tito was a master of speed and technical skill. He could control the pace of a match with agility, finesse, and pinpoint strikes. His finishing move, the flying forearm smash, became so iconic that fans knew the match was about to end the moment he launched himself into the air. Rather than relying solely on raw power, Tito used keen observation and smart strategy to overcome larger and stronger opponents. In terms of accomplishments, Tito Santana captured the Intercontinental Championship twice and the Tag Team Championship twice, solidifying his reputation as one of WWE's most dependable stars. He was also a trailblazer in bringing Latin representation to a global wrestling audience, becoming a symbol of perseverance and fair competition. Tito Santana's legacy goes far beyond the titles he won. His impact lies in his exemplary conduct both in and out of the ring. He proved that true masculinity is not just about muscle, but also about attitude, patience, and the respect shown toward peers and fans alike. To this day, in the eyes of wrestling enthusiasts, El Matador remains WWE's proud and distinguished matador gentleman. Number 13. Scott Hall, the cool, cold-blooded bad guy. Scott Hall, born Scott Oliver Hall, etched an unforgettable place in WWE history through his iconic persona Razor Ramon, the cool, streetwise bad guy with an icy edge and undeniable charisma. Emerging in the early 1990s, he entered the ring as if it were his own territory, moving with a slow, deliberate swagger, a razor-sharp gaze, and a half-smirk that dared anyone to challenge him. Standing tall with broad, powerful shoulders and a chiseled frame, Hall's presence was amplified by his slicked-back hair, neatly groomed goatee, and a wardrobe reminiscent of a Cuban gangster. Unbuttoned vests, gold chains glinting under the lights, projecting an image that was both suave and dangerous. His deep, gravelly voice and distinctive accent only added to the lasting impression of the bad guy. Hall's in-ring style blended raw strength with an ability to mentally dominate his opponents. He dictated the pace through crushing holds and powerful slams, using his size and reach to keep control. When he hoisted an opponent high before delivering his devastating razor's edge, the crowd would erupt, knowing they were witnessing the decisive moment of the match. His 4 reigns as Intercontinental Champion cemented him as one of the division's elite, but it was his legendary performances, especially the iconic ladder match against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania X, that elevated him into wrestling lore. That bout not only became one of the most celebrated matches of all time, but also helped define the ladder match format for generations to come. After leaving WWE for WCW, Hall co-founded the revolutionary NWO, a faction that reshaped the course of American wrestling in the late 1990s. The cool bad guy image he perfected went beyond the allure of a charming outlaw. It sent a message. Masculinity isn't defined solely by muscle or victories, but also by attitude, style, and the way a man presents himself. Scott Hall turned every entrance into a moment, every match into a memory, and the legacy of the cool, cold-blooded bad guy continues to captivate fans to this day. Number 12. Shawn Michaels, the heartthrob who stole millions of hearts. Shawn Michaels, born Michael Shawn Hickenbottom, entered WWE history as one of the rare figures who combined world-class talent with an irresistible masculine allure. Known as the Heartbreak Kid, he not only captivated audiences with every move in the ring, but also became a symbol of charm mixed with rebellious spirit. Making his debut in the late 1980s, Shawn quickly stood out with his balanced physique, defined muscles, and strikingly handsome face framed by a mischievous smile. His confident gaze and relaxed demeanor radiated rockstar energy, further enhanced by his signature leather outfits, studded vests, and stylish sunglasses. Michaels' in-ring style was a seamless fusion of speed, refined technique, and unmatched emotional storytelling. Each match was more than a test of strength. It was a narrative told through every movement, glance, and tense second. His sweet chin music, a sudden, explosive superkick, became the moment fans waited for, when the arena would fall silent for an instant before erupting in pure excitement. Throughout his career, Shawn Michaels captured the WWE/World Heavyweight Championship 4 times, yet his legacy extended far beyond title reigns. His unforgettable WrestleMania performances, from the emotional Iron Man match against Bret Hart to his 2 legendary showdowns with The Undertaker, earned him the title Mr. WrestleMania, the man who always shined brightest on the grandest stage of them all. Shawn Michaels embodied the truth that masculinity is defined not just by appearance or physique, but by presence, personality, and the ability to inspire. He gave fans a blend of admiration and connection, ensuring that even after stepping away from the ring, the Heartbreak Kid lives on in memory as the wandering romantic who captured hearts across the globe. Number 11. Paul Roma, the picture-perfect star of wrestling's golden era. Paul Roma, born Paul Centopani, was one of WWE's standout figures in the late 1980s and 1990s, a time when muscular physiques, striking good looks, and confident charisma defined the wrestling scene at its brightest. Though he never carried an official nickname, fans affectionately dubbed him Pretty Paul, a testament to his near-perfect appearance. Every time he stepped into the ring, Roma exuded the aura of a man who knew his own worth, striding with purpose, eyes filled with self-assurance, and a posture that radiated pride. His physique rivaled that of a professional bodybuilder, sculpted muscles, balanced proportions, and broad, solid shoulders built through relentless training. His chiseled features, sun-kissed skin, and neatly styled dark hair ensured he stood out in any crowd. Roma didn't need to rely on loud antics or exaggerated showmanship. A single confident glance or a subtle smile was enough to command attention. In the ring, Paul Roma combined raw power with seamless teamwork in tag team competition. He knew how to leverage his physical strength for impactful strikes while moving with agility and timing his offense to perfection. His signature flying elbow drop from the top rope became a familiar sight for fans. Graceful in execution yet forceful enough to seal a victory, igniting cheers throughout the arena. Roma's career was closely tied to his tag team successes, capturing the tag team championship alongside partners in the Young Stallions and Power and Glory. These triumphs left a mark during a period when WWE's tag team division was cherished by fans. While he may not have reached main event superstardom, Roma carved out his own legacy, the embodiment of the bodybuilder wrestler archetype in its golden age, where masculine appeal was inseparable from strength, discipline, and unwavering confidence. For Paul Roma, every appearance served as a reminder that style, presence, and athleticism were just as essential to a WWE legend as titles and accolades. Number 10. The Undertaker, the Immortal Darkness. The Undertaker, born Mark William Calloway, stands as one of WWE's greatest icons, a man who turned the wrestling ring into a stage for mystique, power, and storytelling. Debuting in 1990, the Deadman quickly became the nightmare of every opponent with his towering 6 feet 10 inches frame, imposing build, and an eerie, unshakable presence. His cold, piercing eyes, deliberate yet commanding movements, combined with the all-black attire, flowing trench coat, and wide-brimmed hat, created the image of a figure who had seemingly stepped out of the underworld, both terrifying and captivating audiences worldwide. The Undertaker's style relied not only on raw strength, but on his ability to make every match feel like a theatrical spectacle. From his slow, ominous walk to the ring, to the toll of the bell announcing his arrival, to the way he controlled the arena's atmosphere, he kept fans in a constant state of anticipation. Once the match began, the Deadman unleashed legendary finishers like the Tombstone Piledriver and Chokeslam, each executed with finality as if sealing his opponent's fate. He also surprised crowds with unexpected agility, walking the top rope to deliver his signature old school, proving that even a giant could move with grace. His career was defined by monumental achievements: 7 World Championship reigns and, most famously, an unprecedented 21-match winning streak at WrestleMania, a record that stood as nearly untouchable. Rivalries with Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Kane, and Brock Lesnar became the stuff of legend, remembered not just for their outcomes, but for the emotion, drama, and storytelling woven into each encounter. The Undertaker was far more than a wrestler. He was the embodiment of an entire character archetype within WWE. He inspired generations of dark, supernatural personas in professional wrestling, all while maintaining his allure for over 3 decades, an almost unheard-of feat in sports entertainment. For fans, the image of the Deadman emerging through a veil of white smoke as the funeral bell echoes through the arena will forever remain an immortal memory, etched into WWE history as the perfect blend of masculine strength, mystery, and unwavering dedication to his craft. Number 9. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Texas Rattlesnake. Stone Cold Steve Austin, born Stephen James Anderson before later taking the name Williams, embodied rebellion, raw power, and a rugged masculine charm that defined 1990s America. Bursting into the wrestling world like a storm, the Texas Rattlesnake was impossible to ignore, with his solid, muscular build, gleaming bald head, sharp goatee, and a glare that dared anyone to step up. No frills, no flashy colors, just black trunks, a skull-emblazoned leather vest, and a confident swagger that made him the ultimate symbol of an unbreakable man. Austin brought to WWE a brutal, straight-ahead, take-no-prisoners style of wrestling. Every match he fought was a showcase of strength and an unshakable, fear-no-one attitude. His stone-cold stunner became the ultimate nightmare for opponents, a lightning-fast match-ending strike that could land at any moment, often before the crowd had a chance to react. Austin didn't just fight to win, he fought to send a message. No power, not even WWE management, could control him. His career was decorated with 6 WWE Championship reigns and countless moments now etched in wrestling history. Legendary rivalries with The Rock, Triple H, and, most famously, Vince McMahon not only defined the Attitude Era but also propelled WWE into its late 90s golden age. The Austin-McMahon feud, the story of a defiant employee battling a tyrannical boss, ignited a worldwide fascination with the anti-hero, a rule-breaking rebel who still earned thunderous fan support. Stone Cold's influence extended far beyond the ring. He became a pop culture icon, representing freedom, defiance, and unapologetic grit. Whether chugging beer in the middle of the ring, crashing a rival ceremony, or delivering a surprise stunner to anyone in sight, he left an indelible mark on wrestling entertainment. His image, a rough, straightforward man who stood his ground no matter the odds, became ingrained in fans' hearts. Even today, the moment his entrance music hits, arenas explode as if it were the very first time, proving that Stone Cold Steve Austin is not just a wrestler, but a living WWE legend and the embodiment of raw, unyielding masculinity. Number 8. Triple H. The Game. Triple H, born Paul Michael-esque, embodies power, authority, and cold precision in the world of WWE. Emerging in the late 90s with flowing blonde hair and the demeanor of an aristocrat, he quickly stood out as a warrior who combined rugged good looks with an aura of danger. His tan skin, dense muscle build, and piercing glare made him one of the most striking masculine figures fans remembered instantly. Without relying on elaborate outfits, just simple wrestling trunks, wrist tape, and small gloves, Triple H could make opponents feel the pressure long before the opening bell rang. Renowned for his punishing, power-based style, Triple H blended brute force with ruthless precision, every strike carrying both raw strength and calculated intent worthy of the cerebral assassin. His iconic finishing move, the pedigree, perfectly symbolized his dominance, driving opponents face-first into the mat with devastating speed and impact, often sealing the match instantly. For Triple H, victory was not just about winning, it was about imposing his will, proving that he truly was the game, the one who dictated every aspect of the battle. Over a career spanning more than 2 decades, he captured the World Championship 14 times, earned countless other titles, and delivered unforgettable rivalries against The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kurt Angle, and The Undertaker. He also co-founded D-Generation X, the rebellious faction that redefined WWE during the Attitude Era, bringing a level of shock, edge, and irreverence the company had never seen before. Beyond the ring, Triple H evolved into a powerful backstage figure, helping to shape the modern WWE. From a fierce competitor to a sharp-minded executive, he never lost his commanding presence and magnetic appeal. Whether dressed in a tailored suit or his familiar wrestling gear, Triple H remains the embodiment of a man who merges strength, intelligence, and unwavering resolve. To many fans, the game is more than a nickname, it's a warning. Step into his world, and you either play by his rules or get crushed beneath his relentless power and unbreakable will. Number 7. The Rock, the Great One. The Rock, born Dwayne Douglas Johnson, is the embodiment of a perfect blend of masculine charm, physical power, and electrifying personality. Bursting onto the WWE scene in the late 90s, he quickly won over fans with a sculpted physique, chiseled muscles that looked carved from stone, and a dazzling, magnetic smile. His confident gaze, composed demeanor, and deep, commanding voice made him the center of attention wherever he appeared. Whether wearing simple wrestling trunks, a casual jacket, or sunglasses, The Rock carried the unmistakable aura of a top-tier star. His appeal went far beyond looks. The Rock was a master of the microphone. He turned words into weapons, making audiences erupt with cheers while driving his opponents into frustration. His wit, laced with sharp humor and unapologetic jabs, helped solidify his moniker, the People's Champion, a title fans around the world embraced with genuine affection. Inside the ring, The Rock's style fused strength and agility, delivering high-impact offense with show-stopping flair. His 2 signature moves, the Rock Bottom and the People's Elbow, became iconic moments in wrestling history, each execution sending arenas into a frenzy. He didn't just wrestle to win, he performed to tell a story, using every gesture, glance, and movement to connect with the audience on an emotional level. The Rock's illustrious career boasts 10 World Championship reigns and countless classic matches against legends such as Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, and John Cena. These rivalries were more than simple contests, they became defining chapters in WWE history, each cementing his place among the all-time greats. When he stepped away from the squared circle, The Rock transitioned seamlessly into Hollywood, quickly becoming one of the most bankable movie stars in the world. His success expanded WWE's reach, drawing millions of new fans to the sport. Whether in the ring or on the silver screen, The Rock has remained true to his essence: powerful, charismatic, and always in command. He is not only the Great One in WWE but also a global symbol of confidence, ambition, and achievement beyond limits. Number 6. Kurt Angle, the Wrestling Machine. Kurt Steven Angle is living proof of the perfect blend of strength, technical mastery, and unyielding fighting spirit. Joining WWE in 1999, he quickly cemented his place at the top, backed by his strong amateur wrestling foundation. Most notably his gold medal in freestyle wrestling at the 1996 Olympics, a feat he achieved while competing with a serious injury. The nickname The Wrestling Machine was more than praise. It perfectly reflected his relentless work ethic and unwavering dedication to the sport. Angle's appearance embodied classic masculinity, a sculpted physique, broad shoulders, and the balanced build of a world-class athlete. His chiseled features, steadfast gaze, and expressions filled with determination gave him a unique and commanding presence. The patriotic singlet in the colors of the American flag not only made him visually distinctive, but also showcased his deep national pride. Inside the ring, Kurt Angle was renowned for his ability to control the pace and direction of a match with elite wrestling skill. He could take down opponents with explosive suplexes or end a bout in an instant with his devastating angle slam. His signature ankle lock submission became a nightmare for anyone who faced him, not only for the pain it inflicted, but because Angle could apply it at any moment, instantly shifting the match in his favor. Kurt Angle's career is decorated with accolades: 6 world championships across WWE and TNA, along with countless other honors. He battled legends like The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Brock Lesnar, delivering classic matches that fans continue to celebrate years later. More than just a warrior inside the ropes, Kurt Angle stands as a model of discipline, perseverance, and determination. He inspired younger generations of wrestlers with the importance of preparation, hard work, and mental toughness in the face of adversity. For everything he has accomplished and contributed, Kurt Angle deserves to be remembered as one of the most technically gifted and respected masculine icons in WWE history. Number 5. Edge, the rated R superstar. Adam Joseph Copeland, known to the world as Edge, stands as one of the most powerful and captivating figures in WWE history. Standing at 6 feet 5 inches with a perfectly proportioned frame, Edge made an immediate impression from the moment he stepped into the arena. His flowing golden hair, piercing eyes sharp as a spear, and confident smile gave him the aura of a warrior with the soul of a rock star. The long leather coat, calm stride, and commanding posture ensured he became the focal point every time he appeared. Edge's in-ring style was a dynamic blend of creativity, fearlessness, and speed. He was renowned for his ability to shift the momentum in an instant, willing to take high-risk maneuvers that left audiences holding their breath. The TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs, matches became his trademark battlefield, where he put his body on the line to deliver unforgettable moments. His devastating spear, a lightning-fast charge that cut through opponents with explosive impact, sent crowds into a frenzy, while the execution showcased his technical skill and agility. His career is decorated with a long list of achievements: 11 world championships, dozens of other titles, and an unshakable place among WWE's all-time greats. Alongside Christian, he formed one of the most entertaining and successful tag teams in history, combining sharp humor with top-tier talent to captivate fans around the world. Yet what truly makes Edge's story extraordinary isn't just the victories, it's his remarkable comeback. In 2011, a severe neck injury forced him into retirement, leaving fans with a deep sense of loss. Nearly a decade later, at Royal Rumble 2020, Edge made a shocking return, greeted by an eruption of emotion from the crowd. It was a living testament to his resilience, his love for the craft, and his refusal to be defeated by adversity. Number 4. Goldberg, the Myth. William Scott Goldberg, known simply as Goldberg, is the embodiment of raw power and explosive masculinity. With a massive, muscular frame carved like stone, a gleaming shaved head, and a sharp, neatly trimmed goatee, he looked every bit like a warrior stepping out of an ancient arena. His fiery, unflinching gaze could rattle any opponent, while fans couldn't take their eyes off him. Dressed in plain black trunks and tight wrist wraps, Goldberg's simple gear only amplified his imposing build and dominant presence. Goldberg was never the kind of wrestler to drag out matches or rely on elaborate showmanship. His style was pure intensity, overwhelming and destructive from the opening bell. He charged at his opponents like a storm, delivering bone-rattling impacts that made the entire ring shake. His devastating spear, a lightning-fast tackle, and the jackhammer, a powerful lift and slam, became his lethal combination, often ending matches within minutes. This ruthless efficiency became his signature, turning every bout into a must-see spectacle. His career is forever linked to an astonishing record: 173 consecutive victories in WCW, a streak that stunned the entire wrestling world. Goldberg went on to capture the WWE World Championship twice, while creating countless legendary moments in both WCW and WWE. His lightning-quick wins, crushing spears, and unstoppable momentum cemented him as the ultimate powerhouse of the Attitude Era and the fiery days of the Monday Night Wars. Goldberg's influence extended beyond his accomplishments. He redefined what it meant to be a dominant force in wrestling. He inspired generations by proving that simplicity, focus, and absolute commitment could create a lasting legacy. Whenever Goldberg's entrance music hit, fans knew they were about to witness a whirlwind of brute force and unshakable confidence. Goldberg, The Myth is not just a wrestling legend, but a living symbol of pure masculine energy, where strength, dominance, and passion unite into something unforgettable. Number 3. Batista, the Animal. David Michael Bautista Jr., known worldwide simply as Batista, embodies the perfect blend of raw power and calm, magnetic presence. Standing 6 feet 6 inches with a physique carved like a champion bodybuilder, every muscle defined under the arena lights, Batista commands respect before he even makes a move. His bold tattoos across his arms and back are more than decoration, they're marks of a battle-hardened warrior. A cold, piercing stare, chiseled features, and unshakable confidence make him an unmistakable figure of masculine dominance. His no-frills wrestling gear, short trunks and knee pads, only underscores his readiness for war. Inside the ring, Batista truly lives up to the name, the Animal. Ferocious, explosive, and relentless. He uses his overwhelming strength to crush opponents with bone-rattling impact. The Batista Bomb, hoisting an opponent high before slamming them violently to the mat, and the devastating Spear have become his signature finishers. Each execution not only ends matches decisively but ignites the crowd into thunderous roars. Batista's career is marked by towering achievements. 6 world championships and unforgettable battles against legends like Triple H, John Cena, and The Undertaker. He stood as one of the defining faces of WWE's ruthless aggression era, a time demanding skill, stamina, and star power, and he exceeded every expectation. Beyond the squared circle, Batista cemented his global appeal in Hollywood, most notably as Drax in Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy series. His success in both wrestling and film reinforced his image as a powerful yet versatile man who commands any stage he steps onto. Batista, the Animal, is more than a WWE powerhouse. He's a lasting symbol of strength, discipline, and elite masculine presence. Number 2. Randy Orton, the Viper. Randall Keith Orton, known worldwide as Randy Orton, is the embodiment of cold precision and ruthless efficiency inside the ring. Standing 6 feet 5 inches with a chiseled, steel-like physique, Orton carries the aura of a silent assassin. His piercing stare, sometimes just a passing glance, is enough to shake an opponent's confidence. That subtle, knowing smirk only adds to his unpredictability, like a venomous snake waiting for the perfect moment to strike. In plain black trunks and tight wrist tape, his minimalist look mirrors his style, stripped down, calculated, and devastatingly effective, true to the name the Viper. Inside the ring, Randy Orton is a master of controlling the pace. He often starts slow, methodically studying every movement of his opponent, then strikes with lethal precision the instant they let their guard down. This approach demands not only skill but also rare patience and composure. His finishing move, the RKO, has become legendary, a sudden out-of-nowhere neckbreaker that can hit from any angle, keeping fans on edge in anticipation of that explosive moment. Orton's career burned bright from a young age. At just 24, he became the youngest world heavyweight champion in WWE history, a record that still stands as a defining milestone. With 14 world championships to his name, Orton has clashed with nearly every major legend and top superstar, including John Cena, Triple H, The Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels. Each rivalry brought its own story and emotion, yet Orton always maintained his trademark composure and steady dominance. Beyond his skill, Randy Orton's legacy is built on remarkable longevity. Competing at the highest level for over 2 decades, he has rarely let his performance slip, setting an example for maintaining peak physical condition, mental focus, and professionalism in WWE's demanding environment. Randy Orton, the Viper, is more than a wrestler. He is a symbol of sharp instinct, mental toughness, and masculine presence, defined by his total command both inside and outside the ring. Number 1. Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief. Known worldwide as Roman Reigns, he stands as the embodiment of power and dominance in modern WWE. Standing 6 feet 3 inches with a warrior's physique that looks ripped from legend, Reigns commands attention from the moment he appears. His wet, flowing hair, neatly groomed beard, and stern features radiate masculine authority. The signature arm guard, tight-fitting gloves, and the commanding way he walks to the ring have become unmistakable trademarks. Inside the squared circle, Roman Reigns is pure, overwhelming force. Every movement is deliberate, every strike lands with sledgehammer weight, leaving opponents with little chance to recover. He blends raw power with sudden bursts of explosiveness, highlighted by 2 signature finishers, the devastating Superman punch and the lightning-quick spear, often ending matches in an instant. Since 2020, Reigns has embraced the role of the tribal chief, the supreme leader of the Anoa'i family, ushering in an era of unprecedented dominance. With over 1,200 days as WWE Universal Champion, he hasn't just defeated every major challenger, but redefined what it means to be an undisputed champion. Under his leadership, the Bloodline has risen into a fearsome force, reshaping WWE's power structure throughout the 2020s. What makes Roman Reigns truly captivating goes beyond sheer strength. It's his mastery of presence and psychology. Every word he speaks is calculated to project authority. Every glance reinforces his position as a true tribal chief. He is more than a wrestler. He is a living symbol of power, heritage, and loyalty. Roman Reigns has been, is, and will remain the face of WWE, a monument of masculinity, resilience, and absolute authority for generations to come. In the ring, they are warriors. Off the stage, they embody charisma and undeniable masculinity. If this list impressed you, don't forget to like and subscribe to Wrestling Sphere for more captivating stories.